Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Milton, and had a good little conversation the other day with a friend, and we got on the topic about imposter syndrome. You know, that whole feeling that you aren't really as talented and skilled as others see you, and that your decision making and your personal and professional life is more just luck and happenstance, and we really, came to the conclusion that it was something that, we feel limits us, and we needed to do something about it. And the discussion took us back to a book we both recall reading, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. And it got into the notion of a scarcity mentality versus an abundance mentality. And just wanted to share that with you guys a little bit more, and maybe encourage you to pick up the book or do some research into it. But a scarcity mentality sees limitations instead of opportunities. You know, life under the gaze of this mentality is split down the middle between losers and winners, and it's that whole notion of the zero sum game. In order for someone to succeed, someone has to fail, losers and winners. You know, we've been programmed this way in both our professional and personal lives. The scarcity mindset often inspires feelings of depression, anxiety, fear, uncertainty, and of course, as I said, imposter feelings. Feelings that your value to people only comes from your successes. This fear of failure can be a perceived risk that paralyzes and torments people when they have to make big moves or hard decisions. And it's just a feeling that you're always on the edge of dropping the ball and making the wrong decision, and even the guilt that you can feel when people congratulate you on your successes because this inner turmoil that you're feeling about it. And it even gets to the point where just unexpected change that you weren't prepared for can cause anxiety because with that change, potentially comes failure. And in reality, we know that everything isn't just a zero sum. There are win-win situations and compromises routinely. And a lot of time, the thing is just listening to hear, not always listening to respond. Often people tell you and lay out in the discussion, what they're looking for and what they want, but frequently, we don't listen to hear. We just listen to respond and say, okay, I got you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get on that. And so change the way we listen. And another big part is just being conscious of that inner voice of the scarcity mindset, and also being conscious of other folks, that you have discussions with that contribute, to that mentality, and give you a double dose of internal and external, reinforcement of having this scarcity mindset. So on the other side, conversely, when you look at an abundance mentality, instead you're fueling your subconscious and your conscious mind with the understanding that you are valuable and worthy of your position and station in life. Under the influence of this mentality, you're focusing on not about how your strengths compare to the strengths of others, and you're not worried about risk because you realize that risk is an opportunity to fail, and that's just a component of growth and change. If you're not on the edge of failure, are you really, pushing great ideas or big ideas, or are you just being safe? And under abundance mentality, feelings of purpose are fueled by knowing that you have the ability to adapt and change. That that's a talent, and those things will allow you to success and minimize the impact of failure. Not that you won't fail, but the impact of that failure will just be, minimal. So shifting into an abundance mentality requires self-awareness. You must be aware when you make the shift into conversations and your inner voice starts focusing on negatives and problems that you're having and, stuff, that could be coming up wrong. You want to stay away from that, and you want to recognize when others are doing that and shape the conversation, and highlight the things that are you appreciative of that are going well, the achievements and successes you have, and, asking others about their successes and their achievements. And ultimately, just stop comparing yourself to others and start comparing yourself to yourself and that whole ideal and value that you hold in your mind about who you are, where you're going, and what you bring to the table. And that's, like I said, just a subconscious and conscious decision to step away from the scarcity mindset and, those trigger ideas and words like, focusing on tasks and services and the status of something and management and manage and the transaction and the performance. Those are very scarcity dominated words. And instead, look at the leadership opportunity that you bring and the leadership that you provide to others. The purpose you bring to what you do at work or you do in your family life, your own side hustle business. The contributions that you bring to an organization or you bring to the table. The decisional freedom you have to offer. Those ideas and decisions that help move things forward and help things transform. That's another big one. Transformations. And so you could just see in those words how you could be doing the same activities, but there's just a different focus on what you're bringing to the table. And failure on an attempt to transform or to contribute or to provide purpose or leadership, is a lot different in under that abundant mindset. So um this is just some things that I want to help prime your focus and your thinking. Again, that's a great read, the seven habits of highly effective people, and just a good Google search on scarcity versus abundant thinking can really help open your eyes. So thanks for listening to this just quick thought I had, and this is Milton. I'm out. Thank you guys.